Hello everyone, this is Satyaprakash and today's session is SQL Server session, and in this session we'll learn the relationship between primary key and foreign key in SQL Server. So in this session we'll learn that steps to create tables and what is primary key and foreign key constraint, and how to add primary key and foreign key in table, and final one is how to check the foreign key constraint violation if any invalid data is inserted to the mentioned tables. So first is you need to know how to create tables. So I have already created two tables and I'll show you and describe the table definitions. Go to SQL Server. So first table I have created is a TBL person. So in this table I have added four columns, that is ID, name, email, gender ID and age. So here I have a data type added for ID is int, and nvarchar for name, and nvarchar 50 of email, and gender ID the data type is int, and age is int. Okay, now what I did is I have created a second table, that is TVL gender. Here I have added two columns, one is ID, another one is gender, and for ID I have mentioned the data type is int, and for gender I have mentioned the data type is nvarchar 50. Okay, now go to my sheet. What the next one is? So next one is what is primary key and foreign key. So primary key is used to uniquely identify each row in a table. That is especially if you go for any real-time project, then definitely you'll see the primary key is used for the ID of the tables, and which is the increment auto increment. So especially ID of each table is mentioned with primary key, and the table column which was assigned for primary key does not allow nulls. So primary key does not allow null values. And foreign key, what is the foreign key constraint? Foreign key in one table, that is points to the primary key in another table. So I have two tables I have mentioned, that is one is TVL person, another one is TVL gender. So TVL gender of primary key, it is point to the foreign key of another table, that is TVL person. The foreign key constraint prevents invalid data from being inserted into the foreign key column. For example, I have mentioned TVL person table, TVL person, I have mentioned the foreign key, that is gender ID, and TVL person I have mentioned the primary key, that is ID. So if then that should be matched with each other. If TVL gender ID values 1 2 3, then this value should be in the gender ID of TVL person. If it will be beyond that one, it will be throws an error, and it cannot allows the value to be inserted into the TVL person gender ID column, because table in TVL person gender ID foreign key column is points to the ID primary key column of TVL gender. The values that is the point. The second point is points to that if table person has foreign key column, that is gender ID, it points to the TVL gender column, that is ID. So this value, these two ID column values should be matched with each other. And third one is the values that we push into the foreign key column has to be one of the values content in the table it points to. So already have told you, if TVL gender ID column has 1 2 3, and it should be the same value that is pushed into the TVL person gender ID foreign key column. Okay, now our next step is, that is how to add primary key and foreign key in a table. So I'll tell you, go to SQL Server. So first we should know how to add primary key column. So primary key in table person, what I did is I already have added the primary key in ID column, and if initially you create a new table, you only right click on the ID column and it shows primary, remove primary key, and if you will be remove this one again, I have to set primary key here. See, you can like this you can add the primary key in the column of a table. And as for the I mentioned the primary key column in the table, primary key in the column of a table, the you cannot the checkbox as a null, because as per the as you click on the allow null checkbox, it throws an message that allow nulls property cannot be set on a column which is part of the primary key. So this way in TBL gender table I have added the primary key of ID column. The same process I have used as per the mentioned in the TBL person table. So in this way we have added the primary key in the specified column of the tables. And the second one is, and if you go to my sheet, and we already have defined how to add primary key, and second one is I'll show you how to add foreign key in a table using SQL query and SQL Server Management Studio. So go to go to SQL Server. So I'll tell you how to add the foreign key column in a table. To add a foreign key column, foreign key reference using a foreign key reference in a column of a table, so you need some SQL query. So finally I'll show you how to add a foreign key reference using a query. So I want to add the foreign key reference of TBL person, that column name is gender ID. So what I did is I'll write a SQL query that is alter table name, which table I want to add, that is table TBL person, and I add constraint and what is the name of the constraint we want to add, that is I want to add a TBL person. I mention the name of the constraint name, that is TBL person underscore which column you want to add. I want to add gender ID underscore FK, that is foreign key, and you write that foreign key of which column, foreign key of a gender ID column of TBL person. So it references to the TBL gender table. Which column you want to reference, that is ID column. So what I did is I have added the foreign key references to the TBL person, that which column, that gender ID of TBL person, and it references to the TBL gender table, which column, that ID. So alter table name, this is the foreign key table name, add constraint. So what is the name of the constraint, that is TBL person underscore gender ID underscore FK, and foreign key of which column, the foreign key of gender ID column of TBL person table, and it references to the primary key column, that is ID of TBL gender table. So we have executed it. Okay, now what I did is I already have created this object name, that is this already in the database, that's why it is showing the error. So I'll tell you that I already have defined. I here go to keys. So I want to just remove this one. Okay, now I need to create again. see here the foreign key constant already be created. I want to refresh this keys. See here, you already have seen foreign key constant is created, and if you want to modify it, what the code is written on it. So this one is the, it will open the script file of the foreign key constraint. Okay, now you'll see here table and specific columns here, and I need to open this, and if you click here you'll see that is the our foreign key constraint name I mentioned is shown here, tbl person underscore gender id underscore fk, and the primary key table is tbl gender and foreign key table is tbl person. And here see that is the primary key column of tbl gender and is the foreign key column of tbl person. Okay, so till now we already have learned how to add primary key and foreign key column in tables using SQL Server, and I'll show you. And here you can see here I have created the primary key of tbl person. It shows the primary key of tbl person, and which column it will be points to. I think it will show here. Okay, now it is showing the primary key, it points to the tbl person table. And in this way you can check here in tbl gender. In tbl gender you'll see here that is the primary key tbl gender column. You have mentioned the id, so that's why it is showing here. If you want to modify, then you can assign any another column primary key to the other columns. So like way this opens the primary key of the mentioned tables. Okay, so till now we already have learned how to add primary key and foreign key constraint in tables using SQL Server. Okay, so in tbl person table, gender id is the foreign key, referencing id column in tbl gender table. So that is the final description. That is, in tbl person table, gender id is the foreign key, and it referencing id column in tbl gender table. So this is the main description part of this code of this SQL query. And the final one, go to sheet. So how to check, steps to check foreign key constraint violation if an invalid records is inserted. So I will show you how to check this one. Go to SQL Server. Okay, now I'll tell you insert into. Okay, now I have insert few records here. I'll show you. That is, select star from tbl person, and another one is select star from tbl gender. So I'll tell you here. See, I have inserted few dummy records. For tbl gender I have inserted that is 7 records, and for id I have inserted the 3 tbl gender I have inserted 3 records, and tbl person I have inserted 7 records. So if you want the script query, then you can check here and insert it in your tables manually. Also I have mentioned the that is tbl person, tbl gender dummy records in my attachment, so you can find out in the description part. So I have mentioned here that is id have 3 values, that is 1 2 3, male female unknown, and in gender id I have mentioned that is based on only what are the values that is TBL gender table, the same value should be inside, that is gender ID column of TBL person, that is reference into the foreign key, and null value, it is the default value. If the TBL person value allows to insert any other values that is beyond the 1 2 3 of TBL gender and null value of the default value, so it is throws an exception. So I'll tell you how it is possible. I'll tell you, insert into, that is TBL person. Okay, now I want to, that is which column I want, that is the ID, name, and email, and gender ID, and values I want to insert is, that is I want to it 12 for ID, and name is Danny, and the email is danny.s@gmail.com, and for gender ID I mentioned here 98, so it throws an exception, that is 98 value is not present in our TBL gender table. So I need to execute it. See here what is the insert, the error we have got it, that is insert statement conflicted with the foreign key constraint, that is TBL person underscore gender ID underscore FK. The conflict occurred in the database, that is database name, and the table is TBL gender reference into the column ID. So it means that is the 98 value we have mentioned for gender ID in table TBL person, that 98 value is not present in TBL gender of column, that is ID, that is TBL gender table of column ID, that is the ID column of TBL gender. This 98 value is not present. That's why according to the rule of foreign key of TBL person I have mentioned for gender ID, this value is not, this column is not allowed to insert the value, that is 98. So this is how this foreign key violation error is mentioned. Foreign key violation is throws an exception. So in this way we can check the foreign key constraint violation error. Okay, go to my sheet. So till now we covered this session, and final one is our steps to check foreign key constraint violation. I already have told you, and how to check the foreign key constraint violation error. So this one is the definition of primary key and foreign key, and this is my YouTube channel, and here subscribe it and share it, and you will get the details of up-to-date technology based on .NET Core, SQL Server, Angular, Azure Data Factory, Bootstrap, etc. So the summary part of this session, we have learned the below details, that is what is the creator tables. I already have described the table definitions, and what is the primary key and foreign key, and steps to add the primary key foreign key in mentioned tables, and how to check the foreign key constraint violation. So that's it for guys. Thank you for listening, and have a great day, and share my YouTube channel for get the up-to-date knowledge on technology based on .NET Core, SQL Server, Angular, Azure, and Azure Data Factory. Thank you guys. Thank you very much.